Let's bring Robert Sherman back in live from Tel Aviv. And again, here on a Monday, as it was on the Friday, hostages are the story and questions about whether the Israeli ground offensive will be delayed. Robert?
Hey there, Connell. Yeah, that news coming out just a couple of minutes ago about those 2 more hostages being released there, as you said, bringing it up to 4 with what happened just the other day as well. It's important to remember here, though, is that we still very much so have a long way to go. There is so much pain being felt on the ground here in Israel, with the IDF saying earlier today that they brought that number up to 222 hostages that they had to deal with. And now, with 2 more being released here, there's still well over 200 hostages who are not home this evening, those voids being felt within this community here. I mean, this all comes as the IDF has been amping up its rhetoric, saying that they will intensify the bombings of the Gaza Strip with a big focus on going after that intricate tunnel system that we've been talking about for days here, which is, as our own Leela Vitter described it, as a hornet's nest inside of Gaza City. Right now, trying to loosen up those avenues in case there is a next step in this operation here as well. I think something that is important to note here, Connell, is that you obviously have this move made by Hamas here tonight. That underscores that in many cases there are 2 wars being fought right now. You have one that's being fought with rockets and missiles, the other one that's being fought with messaging and social media. Hamas saying that they released these 2 people for humanitarian purposes and releasing them back out now. It's obvious what's going on here. But the way that you've seen 2 different pairs of hostages released in a successive couple of days here. This war of messaging is taking place before our very eyes right now. And that's going to continue to play out, presumably, for the foreseeable future here, Connell.
Well, it gets to that question of timing, right, Robert? Because I think it was the New York Times that had a report over the weekend saying that there were American advisors saying to the Israelis, hey, slow down a little bit. Let's delay things before you go in. Of course, that came after the Friday release of hostages. And now we have 2 more getting out. And you wonder whether or not this has any impact on the timing of this ground assault, invasion, offensive, whatever you want to call it, that we seem to know is coming.
Right. And it totally depends on who you are, right? I mean, if you are a family member of one of these hostages, your number one focus is to get your loved one back any way possible. We've seen and heard these comments from loved ones who have been talking about how they just want their loved ones home. That's all that matters to them. When you talk to Israelis, who, again, I mean, everybody is 1 to 2 degrees of separation away from a victim from this whole conflict. But for those Israelis who did not have a direct loved one taken hostage or things of that nature, there is this long-term belief that at some point Hamas is going to have to be dealt with. And if you keep kicking the can down the road, this is going to be problematic for the long run here. So as we talk to people on the ground, they still believe that more of an offensive needs to be taking place here. A grander operation has to be undertaken here. But, of course, that's a distinction of what some of these families are going to be saying as they want their loved ones home.
Absolutely. Well said, as always. Robert Sherman, live on the ground there in Tel Aviv, covering everything for us.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.